There was a time when an album wasn't just a collection of songs. It was a statement, a journey, a belief system. Pressed onto vinyl or burned onto a disc, it sat heavy in your hands. Art, story, soul, wrapped in cardboard sleeves and cryptic liner notes. You didn't just hear the music, you lived with it. Let it shape your summers, your heartbreaks, your revolutions. But somewhere along the line, something shifted. The needle lifted. Playlists replaced patience. Skips became easy. And the question began to echo louder. Do albums still mean something? This is the story of Yogi G and the Family Tree. The debut album, Show Me the Truth, is about honesty in noise, for the roots beneath the digital blur. Because music, real music, has never been just about now. It's memory, it's prophecy, and sometimes it takes a new voice to remind us of that old power. In the heart of Manchester's chaos and culture, where rave met rebellion, Gary Whelan was at its pulse. As the drummer for Happy Mondays, his beats were the glue in the madness, the engine behind the sound that redefined an era. Manchester wasn't just a scene, it was a movement, but time doesn't stand still, not even for legends. And while some fade into memory, Gaz chose to evolve. After years of touring, reflecting, and quietly writing, he's stepping into a new chapter, a new sound, a new family. And in Lee Parker, also known as Latch, Gaz has found a kindred spirit, someone who instinctively understands his vision and knows just how to elevate it.
Close your arms, face to the way like that, like we're not talking.
It was a mistake to have a smoke just before you start really doing something.
You just had one as well?
Yeah. You was going to wait this. Oh, no,
You didn't go, I was going to do all the talking.
you can do all that in films, you go, is it Star Wars? I've never seen Star Wars. Is it Star Wars that? The first one isn't the first one.
Yeah, that's right, it's the third one.
Yeah, you get started and then I'll...
Alright, we'll when you remember.
Can you I can remember you.
So, Gary is a musician who just happened to end up playing drums in a band where he contributed massively to the actual songwriting, not just as a drummer.
That's not that far back, though.
No.
But you will. But he will.
The Mondays talked about doing all their albums and stuff, but it never came to fruition. Meanwhile, Gary as a songwriter is still sort of, as you do, generating songs and musical ideas and stuff like this. Got to a point where he thought, well, if we're not doing anything with it, I may as well do something with it. So he started working with whoever was available at the time, doing various musical projects, like I said, Hippie Mappy, Buffalo 66.
We go back a long way, we guess, about 20 odd years.
25 years.
We got a band together, I can't remember what it was, 2000, something like that, just after 2000.
99.
99 was it?
99 it was, yeah.
Called the Buffalo 66, and we did gigs, we played with Ian Brown and did a few bits and bobs. And that went well, and then it kind of, fell apart. We got back together again, we renamed the band, we got new people in over in Canada, came back, did some stuff again with BDI, I think it was.
Yeah.
Saw with them. And then again, we just thought it was difficult, Canada and...
It's been like that for 20 odd years.
It's been off and on for 20 years, yeah.
To get the album finished and then...
So Gaz has been working on his own stuff for a few years, and we've had a little bit of input with it and vice versa.
Gaz was living in Canada at the time, so we're spending 6 months of the year over here touring with the Mondays, which is predominantly Friday, Saturday, Sunday work. So Monday to Friday, wasn't doing a lot. So I'll use the time to focus in on some of these musical ideas. Started working with a guitarist called Mike B, who was sort of helping him. I think there's another musician to work with. And at that point, once you've got some acoustic ideas really together. But you'd already started doing some recording as well in Canada and stuff like that.
Yeah, because a couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And then but basically at that point, he brought something to me and went, we want to get it in the studio and sort of mix it properly and produce it. So we worked on a song together, which turned out really well. So then he went, fuck me, that's you're a genius. Would you do more of my stuff and make it sound amazing?
if he'll shut you up for a couple of hours.
So basically, we carried on working together on more songs and more songs. The project then grew into, this is becoming an album of work, and at some point we've got to take this out on the road, so let's be a band, and so on and so forth. And basically, we've ended up where we are now, where we're a sort of fully fledged band with an album of material and more songs in the back pocket. Would you say that's fair, Gary?
Like I said.
Exactly what he'd
Exactly
said
what I said.
already.
Except.
I padded it out a bit.
Yeah.
So, in steps, Josh. So what do you think of it, Josh?
Got a call in December last year. Pretty much saying,
Do you know,
About a dream.
familiar with the
Yeah.
parking spaces.
yeah, it's,
About a
do you know
dream.
do you know how chaotic it is to park outside Tough Gong? Would you like to come regularly? And
It is tough to put in. It should be called Tough Park.
It should be, yeah.
A bit busy at the moment, aren't you? Just having a chat with these. Yeah, just a bit busy at the moment. Go on.
Did you park okay?
so I've known Latch. Latch was actually my tutor at college, so at music college.
As was Mike B.
As was
another
Mike,
one
yeah,
of my
another-
students. Was you in the same year as Mike?
I was the year below Mike.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I've known Mike all those years, and you were the same amount of
Aye, aye.
time. So yeah, there you go. And then Latch contacted me in December and was like, "You come to me in a dream."
I know, I literally did. He did come to me in a dream.
And
Honestly.
That wasn't concerning.
no, it was the other dream that was concerning.
It was the subsequent dream.
That involved jam and nakedness.
Yeah,
Yeah, not again. So I did that, and then came down, and we were working on that piece that you wanted. No, it was we did Peace Assassin afterwards, but initially the idea was to put some guitars on the Mondays for Sundays that we did.
Son, I am 30. We only went with your mother 'cause she's dirty. And I don't have a decent bone in me. What you get is just what you see. I see it all and take it freely. All the badges and other things I feed me. I never help or give to the greedy. Come up and see me. Yippee, yippee, I had to crucify some mother today. And I don't care what you gotta say. So come up and say yeah. Come up and tell me twice. Tell me twice.
Yeah. So, but then whilst we were rehearsing those,
Yeah.
that's when we started looking at some of the other tracks, and we
Right,
put some guitars on Apollo Creed and on Peace Assassin and on some other bits and bobs, and then kind of went, well, all right, these are like a pair of squabbling aunties, being around these two all the time. But it's it's good fun. We decided to keep it going for another couple of weeks, didn't we? And then before I knew it, it was like, oh, you're involved now, and that's that. And
I mean, it's more or less a contract.
it's pretty much it. I mean, I've invested in in-ear monitors and everything, haven't I?
Yeah, 40 quid.
40 quid.
I first began working on this documentary in the weeks leading up to the launch of the band's Show Me the Truth album. There was a lot happening behind the scenes, from rehearsals to final tweaks in the studio, but the origins of the album started long before that.
So a lot of the tracks to start with were in various states of completion and had been collaborated on with different people. So one of the tasks we had to do was go, well, this needs to sound like a cohesive body of work generated by a band or, you know, whatever we are. So there was a bit of that messing around with how do we bring that song closer to sitting with these songs that, you know, that had been done over there. And to be fair, I think that particularly the Show Me the Truth album is very representative of that process. It's quite eclectic sounding. And again, one of the things that me and Gaz have a lot of conversations about this stuff. He was like, I want this album to sound like, you know, your record collection when you were younger. How it wasn't all one genre of stuff. It was like you could go, oh, listen to this or listen to this by someone else, and they're sort of different. But obviously, it's from perspective of an artist like ourselves, it's still got to sound like us, but also this eclectic record collection, if you know what I mean. So that was the concept of the first album, really. Pulling together all these different ideas that Gaz had, a lot of them he'd already started in other places, and making it sound like us, but still retaining that. It sounds like a mixed record collection sort of thing.
By myself all last night. I know it's fair.
Gaz and Latch joined Chris Barton in the Canadian wilderness, where only the warmth of Chris's cabin shielded them from the -20 temperatures outside. It was there where they worked on several tracks that would go on to shape the album.
Anyway, Gaz, the Canada trip.
We went there, didn't we, and did some songs and
that. Ben literally asked you, so Gaz, tell us about the Canada trip. Oh my God! This is genius! It's like fucking Cheech and Chong. I'm gonna laugh at this. No one else will. I'm gonna be howling at this. You know what a waste of his film.
You know what? I'm just thinking, you know, that kind of what did we go for? You know? I think Chris just wanted to get away, so he's got a house in the hills in the middle of nowhere. Like,
that was it.
So January, so snow.
Not just snow, fucking 4 foot of snow. Easy 4 foot of snow.
You've just asked him the question.
Yeah, he's right.
-20 degrees.
Yeah, -20 degrees in the middle of the wood cabin. It was good though.
Morning 1 of the wilderness sessions was our home for the next week. It was near how quiet that is. It was the scenery. Hear the snow.
It's not shit.
Home sweet home.
Oh yeah, a little bit of recording, yeah.
Actually, Chris,
while we were there,
Chris would have his vocal bit on Spanish Tony there. That was.
He did. He also did some of the. What was the backing vocal he did? Was it Shine On or one of the others where he used that vocal harmonizer?
Always, yeah. I can't remember. We worked. Yeah, he also did.
We wrote a few new
Peace
songs.
Assassin, yeah. Did some. Oh yeah, we did. Sunday in September and something got changed there, didn't we? Oh, that was the main thing. We didn't do much, did we?
No.
That was the main thing.
I mean, we were working 8 hours a day, just not very good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did them two, the demos, them two, so it's worth it for that, yes.
I'm a man of God and I hug the trees. I got long black hair and I walk bare feet. I talk about love but I hate the meek. I'm a man about town and just in Jesus' street. Hey there, brother, won't you hear my name? I got a long sad story. If you let me explain, I followed your path. I got me.
Right, let's do what we usually do. Let's just start on the intro and let's start getting levels and sounds.
I set up in this, we won't call it a cabin, it was a fucking mansion compared to a cabin. I set up this beautiful little studio in there, turned these monitors on.
Big glass windows overlooking a frozen lake.
Have you got a still of that we might be able to include at this point?
We have. I will be furnishing Bev with all of that footage.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
All right. So paint the picture for us. Please.
So I get set up first night. I set the equipment up first night, John. We got there is video footage of us arriving and everything. And I set up the studio in the living space / magnificent vista room, and thought I'd gone fucking deaf because when I was playing some music from it, one of the tweeters happened to have fucking blown on one of the monitors, so they were fucking useless.
Yeah. So what did you do in that situation?
Well, I said, Gaz, do you know one of your tweeters has blown? He was like, no, I've been using them like that for years.
Something like that, actually.
Right, we're here at last. We're at the cottage, chalet. It's, I don't know what time it is, 10 to midnight. And we've just got the equipment set up ready to start work tomorrow. So let's have a look what's happening.
I was mixing like this.
Can you hear the difference? No.
Sounds great.
Turn it up.
Yeah. Just works on vibrations. You don't actually hear anything.
You're like a Graham Norton, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Like a Graham Norton.
Graham Norton socks.
Just pulling it all together, lads.
No, I like it. It's an important role you're doing. Much like you do musically, John, within the context of the band.
The glue.
He is the glue. John is the glue that holds it all together. He's like the force. Binds the galaxy together.
Not the glue, yeah. Not the gluten, that'd be a problem.
Yeah,
for some people,
very,
gluten is
very
a problem.
hard to swallow.
Yeah. Some people, gluten is a problem.
Guitarist John Lord's playing style fits the Yogi G sound perfectly. Always the joker, his presence brings a real energy and warmth to the band.
So contacted me in December and just came down and started working on. They were doing some live tracks, some Mondays live tracks that Gaz wanted to get out for the Christmas period. He wanted to do something between Christmas and New Year to just kind of keep things moving. So they asked me to come in and get involved in that, and it was when I was involved in that and we were rehearsing that they were playing me some of the album tracks of stuff that weren't quite finished, they hadn't been mastered yet. So there was a few songs that we put some ideas down on, there was some that stayed in, there was some that sounded chaotic. I started putting a guitar track down on We the Peaceful, and I honestly, I've never put a more status quo guitar down in my life. It was just fucking horrendous. So that got skipped, but then Peace Assassin, we hooked on. That's that ambience, the guitar sound that's in that is that ambience. It's the delay and the reverb that just all sort of muddled together. And it was the first thing that I played was the line that is actually on that track. So we did that. And there's legs in this. So I'm stuck. I'm stuck here now.
Gaz, Latch, Mike B and Chris Barton had planted the seeds, and with the addition of guitarist John, vocalists Queen V and the legendary Rowetta, even a cameo on bass from the late great Paul Ryder, it was clear that they were building something special.
I met Chris in Toronto, though we grew up about 6 doors away from me.
in Manchester.
But he's 15 years younger, so I didn't know him. And he was into, like you, he was into rugby.
What gay?
No, he was into rugby, so he did into football as well, but he wasn't completely weird. But he was into rugby, so he went to Ambrose, not the same school as Paul Ryder. I think he was rugby lad, so I didn't really know him, but I met him in Canada. And then, so he sang on...
Let's have a look, Gary.
Oh, we don't have to be specific.
Should we get the... Oh, you don't want to be specific?
No.
Let's be vague.
He sang on some songs.
He sang on somewhere between 1 and 10 songs.
He sang well, Peace Assassin, he called that, because that was the first one he came up to me. He sang me at Christmas. And I've got this song. He went, no, man, no. And they started
there was lots of sleigh bells and stuff.
Yeah. He wasn't. So he did Peace Assassin, then he did Spanish Tony, he did a chorus song. And he did Shine On. Of course he came up with the chorus. They came up with the chorus, didn't we? It's like a combination of that chorus, like Shine On. I think so. It's Shine On, yeah. So he sings on that. And there's Victoria Hewlett, who's was under Queen V. She's my wife's niece. It's my wife's niece. Is it my niece as well? Yeah. Is it not like a
if you're married?
Yeah,
no, it tends to work that way.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
All right, I don't know.
So she's your niece.
Both seemed quite confident.
The amount of times I would refer to Victoria as Gaz's niece, and go, no, she's my wife's niece.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So Gaz is my uncle, and he literally just rang me, knew I could sing, and said, can you come and do a day in the studio? Got a couple of lines for you on a song. Got in the booth and he said, actually, can you do the whole thing? And I went, yeah, cool. And then the rest is history. One day in the studio, song was done, and then here we are now.
Nice. Oh, sorry. Well done, mate.
Oh, thanks, babe. Thank you.
I thought you'd gone.
No, never. Always the last one standing.
It's funny because I was speaking to someone yesterday in Ireland, and they said, Rowetta sounds really good on Shine On. I said, it's not, it's Victoria. Yeah. Rowetta's on Show Me the Truth, but everyone thinks.
I know.
And they said it's in the press release, I went, it's not, read it properly.
No, it sort of is. It's implied. Yeah, that's what I said to you. It's sort of implied that by the way it reads.
Oh, really?
Well, I think they're trying to say Rowetta's on the album, but it reads like she's on Shine On.
Oh.
That wasn't, we didn't do the press release.
I think the one thing to say is that
other company did the press release.
Yeah, they did the press.
I think.
What about the rapper, mate? Gaz?
You're the problem with that, so I should check things out.
Yeah, we should, Gary, by committee. What about the rapper?
Oh, sorry. So when I first started, there was, I'll forget to know him, mate. Oh, so in Hippie Mafia, we did some recording in Canada a long time ago, 15 years ago. And Dennis, who was the frontman, cheating over one of them, Johnny was kind of, not rap, kind of poetry, Gil Scanlon type thing. Never arrived on the plane, went to pick up at the airport. Where's Dennis? He said he's not to. So we had studio books, we know rappers, so we asked anybody if they knew anyone. And Mike came in, he wasn't a rapper, he was a bass player. But he seemed to, the studio was like a rock studio, and I think he was the only black person that had been in the studio or something. And I said, and I was in the studio, and
you're black, you must be able to rap.
So he ended up joining Hippie Mafia and became the rapper, and he was an amazing rapper, believe it or not.
I agree.
And he did poetry anyway, so it helped, and he was a bit of an actor, so he's really good. So then, when I did Show Me the Truth, the first track I did, was in Toronto, Mike was around, and I said, Mike, just do a bit on the end of that, and what he did was the first take.
Give me your mask and I'll show you the truth. No need to ask, do you know what I do? Put a pill in a glass and I feed it to you. Now you kill how I kill when I turn you loose. Rage in the street, wrath on the corner.
He was reading Dante's Inferno at the time, so he obviously...
Did you interrupt him?
I interrupt him, yeah.
Just give us a second.
Oh, Christ.
I put my bookmark in.
I'll be right with you. Yeah. You've got to get through War and Peace next.
It's like being sat between that and large, isn't it?
Gaz and Latch are like a married couple, constantly bouncing off each other, finishing each other's sentences and always winding each other up. But that creative chemistry is exactly what gives the project its spark.
Torf said's the best of it.
Who? Oh yeah, well, they're different. Let's just leave it at
you
that. Stephen Fry.
Oh, I bet you prefer Sean Connery as well, don't you?
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
As a Bond?
Yeah, well,
of course he's the best Bond ever.
More!
Again!
More! It's funny. Not you more.
Anyway, QI. The amount of things I've learned on that programme that I was taught at school as fact.
They prefer dogs to cats as well, don't you?
Yeah, of course. I hate cats, they're evil.
No, they are.
Of course they are. Treacherous
That's
things.
just predictable. Shows how programmed you are.
John's got a cat.
I've got a cat.
I've got a cat. I've got 2 cats, Colin and Sue.
That says everything about you, doesn't it? That? The names. That says absolutely everything, doesn't it? What's it like, John? As well, we've got 2 cats called Colin and Sue. Oh, I've got you, yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I've got you, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, he's one of them.
Oh, really?
One of them, is he?
One of them bellends.
But you get the sense that Gaz and Latch don't quite realise just how good this album is. A feeling shared by Donald Johnson, drummer from Manchester legends A Certain Ratio.
Gaz, okay, on the same label, on Factory Records, and then we ended up being in the same rehearsal room, which was in the Boardwalk, and that's kind of how we created our friendship. We'd be around playing pool, chatting about different songs and artists and whatever. Some of the times we'd then playing together, we're out and doing gigs together. And the big part of our relationship is probably cemented in the, as friends that we still are to this day, in the Boardwalk. It was a very, it was a good time. Good time. I think he has an outlook that's a really that's different, because he when I say different, I mean he's deep into the yoga thing, which spiritual, in a spiritual sense for him. He's not into it because it's a movement and it's a cool thing to be in. He's in it because it's one thing that works for him. In the same way me and you have different sticks because they work for us. He's kind of that. He's got this. He's probably, if Leonard Cohen needed to earn any money of any sort, so he could earn it just off Gaz, because he's a massive Leonard Cohen fan and Dylan fan, huge. And he's right in the sense that they're 2 great poets, and I think he also likes the fact that they are great artists that didn't kind of go through the prostitution angle of doing what they did. And I think he likes that, and he likes aspiring to that kind of way of being able to do things. I think he's a bit frustrated with the way modernism now, as we've talked about with music, and some of the things you have to do and not do. But the thing I love more than anything else is what he's created, this new album that he's pulled together, which is very special. But I don't think he knows it's special. I don't think he's got a clue that it's a seminal album.
I don't think he realises what he's
Not in the slightest. Hasn't got a clue. He loves the songs, and he's done and he's been through the everything, but he doesn't know because he's invented them and they're in there. He hasn't gone, right, 360. Have a look at from that perspective. He hasn't had that. We've got to see it when we met that day when he was down there and you were running around 100 miles an hour. When you saw me, I went down because I couldn't go. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get to a gig, so I wanted to go and see him be in that moment and just doing it all. And if there was anything that I could give to him or say to him or whatever, I just sat there mesmerised, going, "Nothing wrong with this. It's all spot on." Then the second time I went to go and see him, I said, "Don't push your voice. You're gigging tomorrow. You don't need to do the highs and the whatever." Yeah. So you don't need to do all that. Just calm it down. That's him wanting to be a performer and get to it and go and do that tomorrow. Yeah, it's the marathon, okay? Marathon runners don't run a marathon before they run a marathon. They go close, then they run it on the day. Then he kind of got it. But yeah, I don't think he's got a clue about how good this album is.
It's been going on for a few years, and This is how long the album's gone. Latch's dad died, my dad died, and Chris's dad died during the making of it.
Yeah, that's true. Right,
Two people who played on it, Paul Ryder and Ian Buckingham, Buckingham died. So
I mean, it's probably best not to get involved with
I
them.
was going to say, we don't want to work on the next album.
A happy accident occurred when a bass track recorded by Paul Ryder was found that they forgot they'd even recorded. It made the final version of album track.
Ballad of David
I think which one it was. I thought it was down there. So we
Ballad of David Bowie.
Down again. I was living with Paul for a while. Well, I did 2 summers with him when he was in California. Me and family drove over and lived with him. And second time we had a meeting because there's possibilities we was going to do another Mondays album, possibly. So we went into a demo when we were both over in England for a gig for festivals, and we demoed 2 of his songs, I think 3 of mine, and that was one of them, just a demo. So I got to play bass in it, and I forgot all about it. It must be the same files. And when we got the files up in the studio, Latch went, "Got 2 bass lines here. One says Paul Ryder." And I went, "What?" He said, "He must have played on it." And I went, "No." And then when he played it, I realised he did. So that was by accident. So I'm going to be glad we kept that in. It's just that one track, but
we're doing the Set Door Summer and Monday songs, which is actually Paul on bass.
Yeah, Modern Technology.
Yeah,
that's in the live set.
Yeah, only.
And Blind Man and the Monkey, the bass line is not Paul, but it was based on his kind of style. Yeah, that's not very interesting, but yeah. So he plays on one track on the album.
That was dedicated to Paul Ryder. Shine on, brother.
Well, recently it's become, helping out with behind the scenes of doing things and some advice. And, been there, done that. What could we? Just that thing me and you were talking about privately about making sure the next level, you give all the time. You know what I mean? What I've learned is you be able to, you move on, you give to the next generation and make them better. And it's great chatting with Latch and finding out that you're in exactly the same zone, the same thing. I'm a little bit older than him and whatever, because he's a little bit older than you, and you're younger, so it's a granddad to everything else, but we're kind of the same generation, if you like. And that's what I like about him. He's still got that semblance of all them things we talked about with a record, reading it, demos in it, it's all that's still there. And he's a big studio buff, and what he's got over, some people, he knows how to mic a drum kit up. He knows how this diaphragm in this moves and resonates and where it should be to, like most people, what's that? So, it's not a plug-in. How does that work? That kind of thing. That's what I like about him. He's still pretty old school. He's probably, he's in a good part of his life now where he doesn't have to do something for whatever. He does it because he wants to do it, and that's great. That brings out freedom in you. That's pretty good, and you can hear it in that record. There's I've talked to him about the string arrangements that he's done on that, which monstrous. Just the whole thing. The great thing is they had time, they had the energy. They wrote from that semblance. They didn't write to a formula. There's no. That's what I think. There's no formula. And it's just really organic. It's pretty simple chords, as it should be, as all great tunes are. Very simple chords. And Latch and him, I mean, from what I gather, they had a little. They know people who they've known each other from way back when and whatever, and it's it's kind of come together. And yeah, so me and him, it's about our phone calls, talking about this, that, and whatever, and just really having a kind of kindred spirit. In fact, he texted me before I was to come here, have a good one with Bev. Yeah, so it's yeah, I like. I just like chatting with him about stuff, because you can run it one way and run it the other, and I can see what he's trying to get with this as well. How what he's trying to do with Gaz and all that. They're still old school. There's still some of the social media stuff and whatever that they don't want to get anywhere near or do whatever, and I'm trying to convince them to just do a little bit of it.
With the album now complete, attention turned to the live experience. First off, a tour with Ian Brown. It was time to bring the music to the people. An album launch was set, an intimate live performance at Manchester record store Wax and Beans.
Tell him about his tooth coming out on stage. We were in rehearsals here before the Ian Brown gigs, and I fucking what? Problem with these, I need these to read, but anything like further than the length of my arm away is now blurred. So if I've got my glasses on because I'm doing something, I'm tripping over leads anyway. We were in rehearsals, I tripped over that lead, the mic fucking twatted him in the face. And then like a week later we were playing the Ian Brown game. Second song he went like that, putting his tooth short out. Anyway,
let's go. Yeah.
Ready when you are, boss.
Who's your mate? Who's your mate?
Music hits us in a really emotional way.
But these two, yeah, as you probably see, they're just an absolute laugh to be around. The Gaz, he's pissed off with everything, but dead funny inside and cares about everything, really. Don't tell him I said that.
Because you don't like it, you love it, but you don't like it. It's that's weird relationship with you, that, isn't it?
Yeah. What life?
Yeah.
Latch is just as mental as me, so it's a good set of lads, and I like what they do. I like what they do, and I think that it's Latch's production as well as Gaz's ideas. They really sort of bounce off each other, and they know what they want to do.
As a drummer myself, I've been inspired by Gaz's beats with the Mondays since I first picked up the sticks as a schoolboy. And during a well-earned break in between rehearsals, I was surprised to learn that Gaz isn't really into drumming that much.
Huh? Do you prefer playing the drums, or do you prefer doing singing and playing guitar?
I don't like playing drums.
You not like it, no? No.
I never started. I started off playing guitar.
Did you?
But I had an accident and smashed my arm in, so I couldn't play for years. And when we formed a band at school, PD ended up the keyboard player in the band, was a bass player, and mate Andy Perkins the guitarist, so I was going to be the singer. But we practiced the first time, I didn't like everyone looking at me. So I said, I'll get some drums. I got some drums, I never played them. And I like watching drummers, but I don't like playing myself. I like watching jazz drummers, like big band. I like watching drummers sometimes. I just don't enjoy it. I don't mind it. I don't dislike it. Sometimes I enjoy it, but not, for 10 minutes and then bored. I did a gig the other day. First gig we've done for over a year, and I picked a stick up for over a year. So I quite enjoyed that. But by the end of it, I was like.
Should you not play, obviously, in your spare time then, though?
Oh, never
years when you're ready to go.
I had a few phases of doing that, but not really, no. Never really practiced. I did. I used to do rudiments watching the telly and all that, in the park, but I never, just because of the hand speed and that, but no, never really, no. And I've had a drum kit set up in the house. Can't remember.
On the morning of the album launch, I met the lads at the Tough Gong HQ. where I was privileged to witness Gaz and John making an absolute meal of carrying the appropriately named Blue Bastard down the stairs.
Like a little girl like you are. White socks. No grown man should wear white socks.
He's a man of God, and he hugs the trees. He's got long black hair.
Ah, my back. It's like that rolling hardy one, isn't it, with the stairs?
Yeah, I should have videoed it.
Luckily I did.
Oh. Yeah.
The man. £4.95. So it's like Fahrenheit. There we go.
Smells like Celsius.
Celsius is
all right. We'll wait till you.
Me stoned bladder.
We'll wait till you.
My bladder stone.
Go on.
What's that you just sprayed on you? It's called
Paul Ryder. It's got older Paul Ryder.
It's like something for the 90s.
It is. It's Fahrenheit.
It is. It's called The Man. It's a proper Scouser one. That is. It's like a Robin Hood caravan site in Rill. You're getting chased by the Scousers. You can smell that.
£4.95. That.
Good gear. Good gear.
Belfast has been, like I met Gaz about five years ago and I had a laugh. Like, Mondays right up through meeting Jason, we've had a laugh.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, you know. It's I've listened to the album sort of develop for a while. Been privileged enough, you know, Gaz has sent some snippets through, you know, in the past, so, you know, recognised all of the songs. It was superb. It was fantastic, flawless from start to finish. Production was great, musicians were great, you know, the atmosphere in there was good, you know. Worth the journey up anyway, so.
What I heard was absolutely fantastic, straight from the heart.
No, his music is brilliant, but people just need to fucking figure it out. The thing about Gaz is that he doesn't care. It's all about music.
As soon as they're back, I'll be here again, you know.
Yeah, so we've all sort of become friends with the music and both met at gigs, like through his brother then. I met up with him on Sunday afternoon in Shine. Become friends, ever stuff from there, you know. We've all, like you say, it's grown with Nicola I know through Twitter. Andy was on the door there tonight, the rest of the boys, which is nice to do, you know. We all believe in it, which is good, you know, so hopefully it's going to be the success it deserves to be anyway, in my opinion. Yeah.
So with the album successfully launched, what next for Yogi G and the family tree?
It would be nice to do some more stuff with Victoria. If Chris is over in the country, it would also be nice to do more stuff with Chris.
Yeah.
We're sort of building up a back catalogue of musicians, really, aren't we?
You mean like a family tree?
Like a family tree. Obviously, John's now the default guitarist.
Default?
What you like on bass?
Bit disappointing, that, wasn't it?
I can
default.
I can play on the. I can
play on the bass.
I can noodle. I can do
on the bass.
On the bass.
You should play. Oh no, you're playing keyboards, aren't you? I'd like to play bass.
Well, you should.
You can't be a singer and play bass.
There's
There's
got to be
just
Sting. You don't be very good.
I know there's like Lemmy and
Sting
and
Phil
Jimmy,
Lynott was he a bass
Jimmy
player?
and Doves, Phil Lynott.
Paul
Oh,
McCartney, yeah.
turns out you can.
Yeah, who knew? I mean, none of them were any good.
What about Quattro?
Yeah.
Quattro, for your time.
Susie.
I was going to say, that's an Audi, isn't it?
Yeah, also.
We're going to start with Audis.
Cowboy's car.
Cowboy's car,
Audi.
Oh, God.
It's actually quite funny. I'm going to be repeating that within 24 hours. That's actually quite funny.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Fucking hell.
That is the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Oh, God.
The power of nature is such that it's what all art strives to be. The more we can get in tune with the harmony of the planet, the more our art can benefit from that relationship. Music hits us in a really emotional way. For me, it took me away in a way that nothing else could. It's just got a tremendous power. The fact that you can do it with your eyes closed. The creative goal in making music is the same as, a rainstorm or just the way the waves hit the beach. There's a perfection that we try to approximate.
Sound bites and bits of fucking shit.
Just started laughing.
He said anything. Say anything. Just go on, tell her anything. Absolutely anything. You make a novel out of absolutely anything.
I've never seen such infinite beauty in my life. I wish I could talk in Technicolor.